What is going on, everyone? It is Garrett, and welcome to another DesignCast. And now this is a little bit different because we did this live on twitch.tv. So the whole entire video is going to be recorded from my stream. You guys can see me interacting with the chat, getting questions, getting feedback, which is also going to help you guys learning to get someone else's perspective and stuff like that. So the overall DesignCast is talking about getting started as a freelance designer. This means, where to start out, how to get your name, your alias, your usernames, emails. The list basically goes on. I go over the whole entire thing in a video. You can also go in the description below. You guys can see the little notes that I wrote down for you. But let me know if you guys like this style or not, just because it's different and I know the quality's not as good. But just let me know in the comment section below whether you want me to keep it like this or want me to go back to the original way of just myself. And that's basically it. So just enjoy the video, enjoy me talking about everything, and enjoy the occasional invasion of my little dog that came by a couple times throughout the stream. But like I said, enjoy the video, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Alright, so the way that this is going to work specifically is I'm going to talk about one specific topic within starting from scratch and being a designer. And then basically see if you guys have any questions or you guys want to put anything on top of that, because there's a lot of things that are open for discussion in these type of videos and these type of things. So this is the way that we're gonna do it. So this was by Caleb. He wanted us to do a I'm the way this kid around. But Caleb wanted me to do this, and it's basically me talking about starting as a freelance designer, starting from scratch, what you need to know, what to do, what don't, what not to do, and stuff like that. So I did write down a few things on a notepad, which I'm gonna read them off. Caleb Visuals, yeah, he is my Discord and stuff. So the first thing that I put on the list, which I'm gonna basically just take that away and just type everything out. Alright, so yeah, that's mad annoying. Here we go. So the first thing on the list that I wrote down was finding a name or an alias. And the reason I said this first is because you need something to brand yourself with. I'm not Visuals, I'm Kayla's Wallace. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, you need a name or an alias to brand yourself with, which is really important just because you can't go out doing nothing. And then with that being said, there's different types of branding. So there's your name, which is, Garrett Malone. And then there's the alias, which is BehrDesign. Now, there's two different things here that they do. The first one, which is my name, is a more professional. And the reason behind that is because when I get older, my 30s, late 20s, early 30s, that people are going to know me for my name and not for an alias. So you have to think about that in that type of range, that when you get older and you want to do this more professionally, what do you want to be known as? You don't want to be known as just some whack-ass alias that you made up when you were 13 years old. But there's also the alias aspect of it. Is it's hard to find your name as a username if you have a really common name. My name's not as common, but it is very hard to find that kind of stuff. But it's basically you have to put that into retrospect, but using your name's a lot more professional in a sense. And the alias is kind of something you can go under if you're doing YouTube videos, if you're gonna be doing, let's just say, stuff on Twitter, you're doing different things that has nothing to do with professional work. Because I can guarantee you guys, when you get those big paying jobs, they usually come to you with the full name. They're not going to come to me and say what's up, Bear. It's always the first and last name that they come to, so it's a lot more formal and a lot more professional. But the next thing that goes on top of that is the name / secondary name. And what I mean by that is when people put their name and concept, or Garrett and studio, just stuff like that. To talk more about that, it's fine and all to use it as a a regular name, a username on something, but when you make your website, you don't want your website link to be something GarrettConcept.com. You want it to be your full name. So it's good to have as a username, but like I said, you always want to try to move as close as you can to the full name, because it's just a lot more professional, and it's just a lot more easier to use, a lot more formal. Like, if you think about it, and for the people that are into like the Call of Duty scene, or even like the pro gaming and stuff like that, you're gonna find people and run into people that are very known off things, such as like FaZe Dirty, and like I've known him for years, and I can't even tell you what his first name is. Like, you don't want to be known for that kind of stuff. It's different in, I guess, a gaming community, but in a professional aspect, you don't see people like Aaron Draplin going under a name of Drap or something like that. So that's like the first thing, is definitely finding a good name for yourself and trying to be as professional as possible. But that's definitely what's going on. And I could see you guys typing in the chat like Melon and like Richie. You're using Richie Visuals, which is like fine, but you got to understand, when you get older, Richie Visuals might be the website URL or something like that, but you want your name like Richie or whatever to be shown on there. And you're asking what's in the cup. I have just water and some like lemon. But finding the name, definitely number one on the list. So I'm gonna put this. This is how I'm gonna do it. Number one, name. All right. Number two is gonna be username / email domain / website. So definitely agree with the name aspect. Definitely, yeah. I changed my name to Joshua Daly. Yeah, everything is just a lot more professional. Yeah, I'm just drinking water. But yeah, starting for 2018, like it's 2017 December 7th. So if anyone's watching this months after that, it's always good to start fresh on like January 1st, like New Year's. Like, it's just like a New Year's resolution people do, and it'll be a lot easier to like go around stuff, but you can change anytime, definitely, for sure. So the number two thing that I want to talk about is getting together those usernames and those emails and those domains and stuff like that. And this is definitely the second thing you want to do. So you have to find your name that you want to use. You have to find the name or the alias, preferably the name. And you have to go on every single social media platform you can think of, whether it's GoDaddy to find your browser, your website URL. If you want to go on Twitter to find your @ you want to go on Instagram to find your @ you want to go on Dribble, you want to go on Behance. You have to try to get all of those and write down the passwords for every single one of them, because I have a lot of Garrett Malone stuff, but I forgot the passwords and I don't know the emails under them. So you want to just basically try to capture all the username and email domains and website stuff, everything for your name possibly. So with the email domains too, you can't get those without the website. But what I mean more about that is, for example, I have the, I'm sure you guys have seen it and like use it. My email for my contact is hello@garrettmalone.com, and that is a lot more professional than hello.garrettmalone@gmail.com, or I doubt I'd be able to get garrettmalone@gmail.com, but it's just like garrett.business.design@gmail. Like, you can see just the difference between these three and how more professional it is, and that's just something that you definitely want to keep in the back of your brain, is making sure that everything has potential and can be used differently. But yeah, going through all the social media platforms is it's really helpful. Like, I can't like stress enough to you guys that it's one of the most helpful things. But Blizzard, what up, Blizzard? Haven't seen you in a while. Is it okay to keep it all like my URLs the same, since I have all of them in Richie Visuals, but the name on the account like actually Richie Reeves? Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like, you can run the alias under things if it's hard to find your exact name, but you always want to have that those professional accounts if you can get them. That means like if there's a new website out for designing, just grab all the Richie Visuals, Richie Reeves, Garrett Malone, Garrett, all that kind of stuff you can. Definitely the best thing you want to do. I have my alias in business at the end of my Gmail. Yeah, that works too, but like I said, having the @ your website is it's a lot more professional, and people look at it with a lot more respect. What's up, Jason? I've been good, man. I do want to talk about myself after this, but we're gonna go over more. So that's number 2, is definitely the username, the emails, the domains, and stuff like that. So going into number 3, which is, you know, just as important. You know, I'm not giving the numbers, you know, class of what's more important. This is just like what you should do in a line. I think that, you know, next, after you get your usernames and stuff like that, it's logo/branding. This is key. You want to find, you know, color codes. You want to find, I'm going to type it right here. You want to find, you know, your logo, colorway, design, guidelines, etc. You want to find all of this ahead of time, because like you can see, even in my background, my style of my background has been the same for almost all my YouTube videos for the past like month, 2 months. And this is because it's a new style that I like using. I think it matches my logo well. And you want to find, you know, the logo you want to use, if you want to use black and white, if you want to use color, the guidelines of it. So whether you want to cover most of it up, if you don't want to cover it at all, how you want to use it in certain aspects, colors and stuff. And business cards, it goes the full 9 yards when you find that kind of stuff. So you really want to like go through everything. You want to just basically start from scratch. Like grab a notebook. Here, I have a piece of paper in front of me with a bunch of logos on it, like this. It's a piece of paper. I'm doing a logo for a client. You just draw random things, find the best logo for you. Either pay someone to vector it, pay someone to even do it, or vector it yourself, whatever it is. But yeah, you definitely want to find like the best like branding guideline to yourself, because that's at least as important, if not more important, than your name. Once you find your name, you know, the logo and the branding comes along with it, but the logo and branding is what, you know, you're remembered for. Like if I type in an F right now, and I tell you guys to guess what logo this is for what company, you know, how many people are you gonna say, or how many people are gonna say Facebook? You know, if I type in a T, how many people are gonna say Tumblr? If I type in a G, how many people are gonna say Google? So you get the exact idea and stuff like that. So you understand that you need something to brand yourself with. Like if someone shows you, you know, this logo, you're gonna know that it's my logo if you follow my channel, if you're like up to date with myself. So you want something to definitely brand yourself with. So then the logo and the branding, definitely something to look forward into. And it's not bad to pay someone to do your logo for you. You know, I'm guilty of it. I didn't make my own logo, and I'm not scared to say it. I'm not at all, just because I know that someone could have done it in a better job than I could. So that's where I'm coming from. So number 4 is what we're going to be talking about is going to be like portfolios and stuff like that. So I'm just going to type this in. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I see you guys typing. Can you give us tips on like growing and promoting yourself? I'm going to get into that a little bit later. This is just like the starting from scratch, like, you know, getting yourself together, putting stuff together, you know, how you want to do that kind of stuff. And can you do streams where you show your sketching process? When I get either moved out of here in the next few months when I go to college, or if I get like a new camera and new lighting setup and stuff like that, I'll definitely do my sketching processes. So yeah, portfolio and website is next. And as of course, just as important as these 3, just as important as the logo and branding and the name and usernames and stuff like that. So this is where you show your work. So engage clients. I'm probably spelling half the stuff wrong. So this is basically where everything comes down to, you know, how professional you are, how nice your work is, how to engage your clients if you have a website, and depending on how professional you are, what you want to use as that marketing tool. So you really want to step forward and figure out what you want. So whether you want to use something like, let's just say Behance, Portfolio Box, what's some other ones that, you know, Wix, Carbon Made, Weebly. Whether you want to use any of these, you know, you want to go into more detail of what's the most professional. You know, what can you show your work at? What has ads? You know, ads really takes away from things. So, you know, if you don't want to add, you know, you take away Wix if you're not going to pay for it. Take away Weebly. Carbon-Made is good, but it has a limit on it, so you can take away Carbon-Made. I don't know Portfolio Box, so you can take that away. And you're left with both Behance, which is both ran by Adobe. I see people type in Dribbble in the chat. Dribbble is great for logo designs, so that's really good. Downfall is it's invite only. So if you can get an invite, it's really, really good. If you can't get an invite, then it's really, really bad. But you know, starting out, Behance, Adobe portfolios, and basically going from there. And what not to share are your name designs, AVIs. That's another thing that you shouldn't show in your portfolio, are these AVIs and stuff like that, and those your name designs. So if you make a template for someone, you don't want to put it in your portfolio. You want to try to keep it, you know, out of that, and try to keep it as professional as possible. You know, what to share, brand identities, social media, ads, etc. Stuff like that. So I can show you guys my Dribbble really quickly and give you guys a better example. So mine's not really professional, but I have my brand identities. I have like advertisements that I've done, and this is just to show people like things that I'm capable of, you know, logo designs, they're presented well. This is the kind of stuff that you guys want to look into, is presenting your projects as cleanly as possible. Whether you copy someone else's or you do other things, you know, this is just the way you want to do it, just because it attracts more clients. So that's definitely a huge thing to do. So, you know, engaging your followers, engaging your clients. And, you know, if you're going to do a website, you can have a contact form, and just there's just so much more that you guys can do with that. So definitely website and portfolios is very, very important. If you guys have anything to add on to, you guys can just let me know in the chat too. I'll read it off. You know, you don't want to have amazing work and have a half-assed portfolio. So that's that. The portfolio is just really, really important. The Behance is Adobe portfolio just rebrand. Yeah, I know, but a lot of people know things differently. I'm making a 2018 brand identity. Yeah, it's always good to start the year off with your own brand identity too. So we have that. Next is gonna be where the clients come from. Is gonna be networking. So what I mean by this is social media engagement. So engagement, I don't know. So I'm gonna put that right there. So what I mean by networking and social media engagement is that you know, being active on Twitter, being active on Instagram, being active on Facebook, paying, you know, what, $5 on Instagram, $5 on Facebook, $5 on whatever website it is to promote your work to different audiences. YouTube channels, YouTube videos, YouTube tutorials, Twitch streams. I could basically go on forever about ways you can network yourself. And this is basically like self-promoting in a way. And I know a lot of people do this at first, interacting in like Call of Duty clans and like basic, you know, teams and stuff like that. But using all the social medias you can, don't skip any, because you really want them to all be included. And just, you know, social media engagement is huge. Hey puppy, come here. Look in the camera. Who's that? This good doggy. Oh. But yeah, Facebook's whack. That is false. I just got a $1,000 logo off Facebook. Facebook is nice. You just got to use it correctly. But yeah, networking, the speed arts. Yeah, I can see that you can even speed arts. Anything that you can do to promote yourself in any way, vlogs, free packs. The list can basically go on. So networking is huge. So I'm gonna put that right there. That's where you're basically gonna get your clients from, is just the networking, putting yourself out there and trying to get yourself just some type of name, interaction. And this is gonna be, you know, responding to tweets, tweeting at people, being a part of a community, joining discords, just stuff like that. Basically anything you can just to interact with people can make, you know, yourself go so much more. And, you know, I'm just going to be adding more things. It's going to be, you know, be positive. That's another one, you know, interaction, you know, be positive. And now I'm going to delete these, or hide these at least. And we're going to talk about just a few more things that's going to be really put yourself forward. Whether it be starting from scratch, no clients, don't charge. You have to build up the reputation. I make a whole video on clients and stuff like that. But with no clients, and if you get no clients and it's very, you know, sad and you're very demotivated, just don't charge, do free work, because you're gonna build up reputation and build up your portfolio, and it goes a lot more. But if you do have clients and you're not getting paid to do work, then you're gonna have to find a balance for that. But if, let's say you have no clients and you charge whatever, and you stop charging to get, you know, let's say 10 clients, then you can charge, you know, small amounts. And now those 10 clients go out and tell, you know, 5 friends. So that 10, gotta keep grabbing wrong things. That turns into 15 clients, which turns into medium amounts. Those 15 clients, let's say all of them go well, they tell 5 of their friends. Now you have 20 clients, still at medium amounts. 20 clients, tell 10 of their friends, 30 clients, and then you got good prices. And it doesn't work exactly like that, but you guys can understand that's the aspect, that you have 10 clients, small amounts, you do a good job, you tell them friends, you raise the price a little bit, 5 more people come, you get medium amounts, those 5 people leave all happy, tell the 5 of their friends, come out to medium amounts again, and those 5 extra people tell 10 more people, and then you have good amount of clients. So definitely charging in small amounts and stuff like that. You know, this is gonna be the last thing we talk about, is being positive. I want to make it as big as I can, because I can't stress it enough that you have to be positive. Like, you can't be negative, you can't be demotivated all the time. If you're not getting work, you have to, you know, push through it. I can't tell you guys enough how many times that I've sat here in my room, just no clients, nothing, really bored, and then the next week I get thousands of dollars worth of clients, or I get a bunch of clients, I get a bunch of emails. It basically just all comes down to being positive. You have to look forward to something. And that time that you're sitting there bored watching YouTube videos, you know, you could definitely be sitting there going through your portfolio, try to, you know, go through things and try to just make yourself look better. Maybe rebranding yourself, maybe just trying to put yourself more out there, starting a YouTube channel, starting a Twitch stream. And it all comes down to whether you're positive or not. Because with positivity comes so much more, you know. Let me just make that a little bit smaller. You know, you can be positive. More motivation definitely comes out from being positive. Better interactions, and just a lot of stuff happens when you're more positive. So you really want to try your best to not to be like a downy. What's it called? Not downy. Whatever it's called. When someone's like really down all the time, like a Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Don't be an Eeyore. But you get the point. But yeah, there's just so many things you guys can do that a lot of people don't really look at. But starting from scratch, I'll just give you guys another list, just so you guys can go home with something you guys can screen. Yeah, downer. Let down Louie, let down Lucy, let down Louie. I never heard about that Debbie Downer. That's not it. So let's just like start from the top. So it's name to, let's just say usernames / emails, which, you know, then leads to logo / branding. So these are the first 3 things that you guys want to focus on. And once you guys get that kind of stuff, now you can start getting yourself together. So which moves you to the portfolio / website, which equals you know, networking on those social media platforms, interact. And clients do come. you just have to be patient. So then you have to, you know, be patient, be positive, and just start small. You guys like literally have to be small. Like, you guys can't start really big expecting the best. You know, you want to start somewhere. You don't start from ASO soccer, the littlest soccer team, and then go out and join the FIFA US team. I don't know. You guys get what I mean. Have you seen a designer YouTube video where they created a brand new account and show people how to get clients? I'm pretty sure CISO did that. I'm pretty sure he worked on it though, but it's not hard. I can make an account right now and get a client within 10 minutes. Like, it's not hard. I can go take a logo that I made that no client used, and I can go on some website, I can go on Twitter, I can go on the interactions. Like, you can go to Twitter and you can type in like, I need a logo, and then go to latest, and then it's people, I need a box logo from today. You know, is there a picture of someone oh, I'm not reading that. I still need to get a logo created for my business. You know, there's so many things. Yeah, I need a logo. There's so many things that you guys miss out on. You just guys have to find the right interactions. And you guys have to go out there. You guys have to find the clients. You guys have to do all that kind of stuff. Do it. I can't do it because I'm still recording this for the YouTube video, but I will do it on a stream. I'll start the stream off with a brand new account, and then I'll go out and I'll get a client for you guys. But yeah, that's basically starting from scratch. That's basically everything. It's all gonna be in the description of this YouTube video. For Twitch, you guys keep sending me weird emojis and saying do it, so maybe after I'm done with this, I'll try it out. But yeah, that's basically it. Tomorrow, maybe. But you know, don't rush anything. If you're gonna be a client, don't rush anything. Just make sure that you're all positive about it, and then it all comes. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I guys had to say. Does anyone have anything else to say for the whole DesignCast? And you know, what you guys think for clients and for people that are just starting out? Any like motivation, any kind of thing you want to just put out to them? Any words that can help anyone watching this YouTube video? And am I done streaming tonight? No, I'm not done streaming, but I do want to do this. Be nice. What's up, Alvin? Yeah, be nice to clients because it always comes back to you. That's like anything. If you're nice to someone, you're always gonna get it back. You know, donate your extra couple dollars to charities and stuff like that. It always comes. So that's what I have to say. Of course, it's gonna be another DesignCast. Don't be a jerk when clients rush you. Just be calm. And yeah, everything like that. It just perfectly comes with time. So that's all I have to say. You know, the chat's do and have a nice thing. Respect your ideas, and it just everything comes. So that's gonna be it for the DesignCast. If you guys want, you guys can like the video. You guys can subscribe to my channel. You guys can subscribe to my Twitch, which costs money, but it's nice to me because I get paid. But that's about it. So I'll see you guys in my next Twitch live stream DesignCast video.